Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. Oh, let me make sure this thing is on. Okay. All right, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about Marriage and Medicine. This was the season finale. I thought this was a cute episode. Okay, girl, y'all know we're gonna have to get into Toya and Dr. Heavenly. That was a mess. That was a hot mess. But we're just gonna let's try and go in order this time around, okay? Anyways, so Naga, we're just gonna talk. We're gonna talk like we always talk, okay? So you got Dr. Alicia, Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Simone, and Dr. Jackie sitting outside, and they were just eating and having conversation, and they brought up the $150,000 that Dr. Kima, is that his name? Dr. Alicia's husband, said came up missing. Some of y'all told me last week or the week before last when Dr. Kima exposed that this money just came up missing. And we all saw that Dr. Alicia really didn't have an explanation of where the money went. And I didn't even think about it until some of y'all told me in the comment section, oh, baby girl. Baby girl, Dr. Alicia know exactly where that coin went. Girl, she got a girl in an account, girl, across the water, okay? She got it in a secret account. She got it in her mattress, okay? She stashed a couple of dollars away for a rainy day. Some of y'all think that because of the bad money decisions, investments that Dr. Kima, I think his name is Kima, Dr. Alicia's husband made, that probably pushed her to made her realize that, oh, my husband ain't good with money, and he gonna have us in a poorhouse. So before he has us in the poorhouse, or push comes to shove and this marriage comes to an end, I need to have a little coin stashed away. After this conversation, I 100% believe that Dr. Alicia. I hope we're not blowing up Dr. Alicia's spot. But after that conversation that I saw on my TV screen, because we all watch the same show but come away with different perspectives, I fully believe that Dr. Alicia stashed that money away. When she said, "I don't know, I think I spent it on the kids." You ain't spent no $150,000 on no kids in no 2 months. I'm not saying it's not possible, because there are people out there who live a certain lifestyle where it could be possible that when you start to bring in security, like Beyonce kids, I'm sure she probably spends $150,000 a month in a couple of months once you factor in security, education, and all that stuff. But for Dr. Alicia Nim, who just got on TV, I just don't see you spending $150,000 in a couple of months on no children. She didn't even have an explanation for the ladies. I said, okay, so she got the money. She stashed it away just in case. She's sitting here acting oblivious, like she just don't know, right? Um, they're trying to school her on what you should do when you in a situation. And this is this is a problem that I have. Y'all know I love me some Dr. Heavenly, okay? And that's my girl, and I'm going to stick beside her. I've been trying to tell y'all, I clocked Dr. Heavenly, a long time ago. I told y'all that Dr. Heavenly is just playing a role. She's really just playing a game with Dr. Damon because of the man she knows that Dr. Damon is. So she's basically telling Alicia that, now don't get it twisted. Some of the advice that they were giving her, because y'all heard all them telling her, girl, make sure you got your own account. Girl, be in love, but don't be a fool in love. Dr. Heaven was basically saying that you have to basically kind of play a role. I've been telling y'all that Heavenly doesn't really believe in the stuff that she says. I believe that Heavenly just does it because she knows that's how Damon thinks, and in order for me to keep my man, I gotta go along with it. But Heavenly is too educated and too smart to really convince me that she believes the stuff that she says when it comes to, oh, a man is this and I'm this. Because I don't know if y'all have noticed one thing Heavenly will do, and I used to always like get mad when she would do it. Um, um, is I always felt like she would put herself down in order to uplift Damon, Dr. Damon, and I never liked that. Everything she was always going to put Doctor. If it came down to, I don't want to, lack of a better word, comparing even like their parenting, she will always put Damon. Always is going to be number one, and I never liked that. I never liked that. But yeah, most of the stuff that Heavenly comes says when it comes to the role of a man, a role of a woman, I don't be buying that. And I also want to say this: we know that Dr. Damon thinks that way. He thinks just like Alicia's husband. I always think like when you have men like Dr. Kima, I think his name is Kima, Dr. Damon. Like, what are y'all teaching y'all? Like, what is? I really want to know. Is no shade. What is Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon over there teaching Alora? What are the people, the women out there and men who say they think that way? What are y'all teaching y'all daughters? Because Heavenly gives me just too smart for me to believe that she's over there teaching the Lord that. I think she's probably telling the Lord, girl, this is what you're going to have to do to get a man, though. Don't be no fool. But if you want you a good man, Savannah, right? This is what you might have to do. Girl, it's just a game. And I look at all y'all crazy. Gay, straight, I don't care. Like, girl, y'all don't be tired? I would be tired having to get up every day and basically pretend. Well, that's exactly what it is. It's just a game and you're pretending. I have to pretend that I think this way, feel this way in order to make my man feel comfortable and make him think that he's the king of the castle, even though quite is except I really don't. Did y'all hear what Heavenly said? You already said you don't suck no dick. Girl, I be forgetting. Girl, I remember the first time I started hearing Bravo allow, or not allow, but I remember the first time when I saw Bravo not bleeping out the word DICK. Girl, I remember my mouth just dropped to the floor. Because for the most part, even though I don't really consider, yeah, I guess some people will say the DICK word is a little vulgar. I don't know, because you can't say PUSSY either, right? You have to say, vagina, penis. That's the acceptable way to say it on TV, especially like cable television. And so even when Dr. Heavenly said it last night and they didn't bleep it out, like my mouth kind of dropped. I was like, whoa, whoa, what's going on? Anyways, Dr. Heavenly was telling Alicia basically that you have to pretend like, so even if he wants you to be a mattress, a mattress, a maid, a mattress, and a mule, then girl, just pretend that you're doing all the stuff. So if you know that he likes for the clothes to be folded, girl, just hire somebody to come over there and wash and do the laundry and fold the clothes. He ain't got to know, girl, right? If you know that he likes for you to cook, girl, just hire somebody to come over there. And I think that's what Dr. Jackie said. But just hire somebody to come over there and cook or bring some takeout and then put it in the pan. Girl, that's a lot to me. Y'all really be faking y'all. Y'all really do be faking y'all marriages. Y'all really be married to whole strangers, quiet as it's kept, because I really don't know each other. And y'all have to put on a front and move a certain way in order to make this person in your relationship feel comfortable instead of just being who you are. Y'all really be showing up as y'all representative y'all whole time being with these people. Quiet as it's kept. But y'all that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. Anyways, they have a dinner and they showed some flashback clips of the group. It was really nice. It really was. It was nice just to see, some of the things they've been through as a friend group and how they've overcome their issues. It was just good to see. It was good. One of the things that stuck out to me was when Dr. Simone said it's a horrible thing to be in a marriage and be lonely. I said, "Ooh, girl." Sometimes the girls do be spitting true tea. But back, I want to say this though before I move on. I do appreciate them telling Dr. Alicia basically Don't be no fool and have your own money stashed to the side. I do appreciate them telling Dr. Alicia that. I do appreciate that. Girl. Um, Phaedra says that maybe if she was a part of this friend group, then maybe she would still be married. No, you wouldn't. Sure. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Anyways, Dr. Simone asked who at the table has asked for a divorce. Everybody raised their hands except for Dr. Damon, Dr. Heavenly. Kima didn't raise his hand. Dr. Kima didn't raise his hand. I don't know if Curtis raised his hand. But for the most part, everybody at the table raised their hands. And you could tell Heavenly was like shocked. Like, huh? What's going on? You know, I think Heavenly got Dr. Damon trained, quiet as it's kept. Because y'all noticed, like, even last week, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Last week, I forgot to mention this. When they were talking about sex, and Dr. Damon was like, yeah, I'm satisfied with, with our sex life. And you can tell Dr. Heavenly was like, you better say it. Dr. Heavenly has done a great job at making sure that you don't see her marriage in a negative light. I'll give Dr. Heavenly that. I'll give her that. Cause her and Damon be on the same page. They ain't telling none of their business. Ain't good. We've been married for 35,000 years, and not one time has somebody brought up the divorce word. I said, I know that's right. I can believe it though. I can believe it. I do believe it in Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon's case because Dr. Heavenly moves a certain way that makes that allows Damon to feel like, I guess, the man and the king of the castle. You know what I'm saying? Has he ever called her the queen? I don't know. Anyways, Dr. Alicia said she asked for a divorce when she was pregnant. That's how you know let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. This is what I believe. If a woman asks you for a divorce while she's pregnant, you know you got to be an ain't shit nigga. Ain't no woman going through what she going through and knows that she'll be over there with a newborn hollering baby by herself and ask her husband for a divorce in the middle of a pregnancy. That's how you know Dr. Kima don't do shit. She said that Dr. Kima was still expecting her to basically be a mattress, a maid, and a mule while she was pregnant, ankle swollen, thinking she was gonna be in the kitchen cooking girl rice and beans and girl and giraffe. Girl. And Dr. Alicia said, no ma'am. And she said she got sick and tired of it. So she told him she wanted a divorce. And that woke him up, supposedly. Dr. Heavenly says she's moved by Dr. Kima because Dr. Damon, those who have been watching Married to Medicine, we already know that Dr. Damon thinks just like Dr. Kima. It's not a surprise. I remember at one point, Dr. Damon was thinking about, I think, coming out with like a podcast, a YouTube channel. It was something. It was years ago. And I was just like, oh, girl, I hope he don't. Because I felt like whatever image, I know there are a lot of people out there who think that way. So he probably would have been okay. But I just felt like for me, it just would have really tainted. I already know he's misogynistic and sexist, but because he's not really vocal on the show, you kind of like, you really don't have nothing to talk about when it comes to Dr. Damon and where he stands. You kind of know where he stands, but he's not going to get on TV. Like Dr. Damon has enough sense not to get on TV and say some shit like, oh, I trained my wife. He might think that, but he's not going to say it. You see how, like, when Dr. Kima was talking, they would all look at him like he crazy, like, because they know better. Like, they know it sounds crazy. And they know it'll get them in trouble. Not trouble, but they know how it'll make them look. Dr. Kima, they basically trying to hip Dr. Kima onto game. It's okay for you to think that, but girl, you can't get on TV and say it, basically. Anyways, so yeah. Dr. Heavenly said she was moved by Kima and Alicia's relationship, basically. And how Dr. Damon thinks the same, that same way that Dr. Kima thinks. I said, girl. Anyway, so girl, they make it back to Atlanta. Y'all saw Toya walking through her house on her cell phone, smiling and laughing and kikiing. And Dr. Eugene and all the little boys, her sons, were in the kitchen cooking for her. Toya got all the males in her house in the kitchen cooking for her. I said, I know that's right. um, Kima, I put Kima is sorry. Kima sorry, I'm sorry. Kima is sorry, girl. I'm sorry, girl, to say it. Did y'all hear when she asked him, when Dr. Alicia asked him to feed their son, and he was feeding him, and he was like, "Oh, this is what we need, a nanny." I said, "You that sorry and lazy to the point where you can't even feed your son a couple of spoons of carrots and bananas? God damn, girl, girl, you feeding your son, girl, some apples and bananas, and that made you realize that you want a nanny." And all you did was feed him a couple of spoons of some goddamn Gerber. I said, "Oh, girl, these niggas is sorry." Anyways, they're having a Met Gala. I thought the name would have been cute if they call it Mad Gala, but whatever. They're having a Met Gala. I was a little disappointed in some of the fashions because I felt like if you're gonna do the Met Gala, girl, it got to be over the top. Now I'm gonna tell you who dresses I did love. Dr. Alicia, I loved her look. I love Sweet Tea's, even though Sweet Tea dress was too small at the top. Girl, I just knew her boobs was about to pop out at any second. But I love, if we gonna do the Met Gala, girl, we need to be over the top. That's the hope. That's why I get so upset at the real Met Gala when the girls come dressed like regular. Like, girl, that's what you're wearing to the Met Gala. Girl, the Met girl, you're supposed to overdo. It's a costume ball, girl. It's something that you wouldn't normally wear on the red carpet. But anyways, I love Dr. Alicia's look. I loved her look. I loved um everybody looked nice. No one looked bad. But I felt like for the Met Gala, they should have turned it up a little notch. I felt like Jackie's dress would have been real cute. You know, like those things that make your dress puff out on the side. I don't know what they're called. You know, like back in the day, like like the George Washington days when the women used to wear those things underneath their skirt that made them poof out. I thought that would have been cute. I don't know what they're called. They poof out on the side though. It's like this big. It's like you got these big hips on the side. I thought that would have been real cute on underneath Dr. Jackie's dress. Anyway, Dr. Jackie's dress was cute. I liked Phaedra's dress for the occasion because it was kind of busy. Even though Simone had like on a little short dress, I like the busyness of it. I like the busyness of the shoes and the dress. Like I just feel like if it's the Met Gala, you should just kind of just be busy in a way. I thought Dr. Heavenly looked nice, even though her dress was too small at the top too. She looked cute. Like I said, everybody looked cute. Toya looked cute. She just had on a little mini dress, nothing over the top. Did y'all see Anila? I'm so confused on why y'all so upset at Quad. I will forever be confused on how Toya somehow just is still upset at Quad over the whole robbery stuff when Anila, girl, did y'all watch last season? Now Anila is mad at Quad. Anila, you're giving you want to do whatever you need to do in order to try to get your papers back for the show, and girl, they paying you dust. Now you mad at Quad. But wasn't what you what Anila was one of the ones who was basically trying to say that Toya had something to do with the break. Girl, Toya and Anila are both a mess when it comes to that. I'm sorry. If you, girl, I know that the beef between Quad and Toya stems from 10 years ago, but I'm just saying that situation, it will forever be weird to me how Toya just upped and forgave Anila when Anila was running her mouth about the situation too. Whatever, but Anila was back on TV, girl. Anila, we don't care. We want to see your husband. Hello, Dr. Karen. What was that his name? Now he was cute. So they were all asked to put in $1,000 for the party. Toya felt as though because she was donating her wine, then that covered her donation of $1,000. Multiple things can be true at the same time. This is just what I think. I didn't hear anyone say that they asked Toya for the wine. It sounded like to me they asked everybody to throw in $1,000 and probably plus something else. I don't know, but they asked for $1,000. Toya wanted to promote her wine. So she said, well, I'm not giving $1,000. I'm just going to give y'all some wine. Toya, in my honest opinion, really didn't come out of pocket. I just don't think she did. I think she probably called the wine company and they already know that Toya is a part of a big show. And she said, hey, girl, we shooting a scene. Girl, do you think y'all could send some wine down here? And I think they said yes. I've never looked at Married to Medicine as this show that's supposed to be about wealth and luxury and all that stuff. I never have. I just looked at it as, like a medical show, pretty much. However, I think that it is so tacky for anyone in this group to be complaining about $1,000. And y'all walking around here living in $1 million houses. And you're and the $1,000 is supposed to be going towards a party. Quiet as it's kept, if you really want to be honest about it, Toya should have donated that $1,000. And she should have gave $1,000, and if she wanted to give her wine too. I don't think anybody asked Toya for that wine. That's what she just wanted to give. We don't want that wine. The drinks are already taken care of. We need your $1,000. Now, Heavenly, girl. Y'all know my girl is tacky, 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 tacky. Heavenly didn't have no business getting up in front of that crowd, telling everybody that Toya hadn't donated to the party. Now, you could tell Toya wanted a back and forth with Heavenly. I don't think she was expecting Heavenly to go there because basically at the party, they were giving a speech and she said, this is Dr. Jackie. Dr. Heavenly was talking. She said, this is Dr. Jackie. And then she did refer to Dr. Simone as Simone. I could see how, now if Simone would have said, hold up, I could see how that could be a little, right? Because you just referred to her as Dr. Jackie, but now all of a sudden I'm just Simone, right? So then Toya from the audience says, that's Dr. Simone Whitmore. And that's when Heavenly replied, basically, Toya, you shut up. You didn't even donate to the party. That was team too much. It's like, Heavenly, that was so unnecessary. That was so unnecessary. Okay. Dr. Eugene got pissed off. Girl, I didn't like the way he yanked up Dr. Damon. That was unnecessary too. He literally pulled Dr. Damon by the arm, and Dr. Damon was like, hold up, don't do that. Right? Because, like, don't be yanking me by my arm. And of course, they hugged and laughed and smiled and kissed and made up. But I was like, oh, Dr. Eugene, girl, you about to get beat up because you are yanking that man by his arm. Because he was pissed off at Heavenly before, because Heavenly basically called out Toya in front of everybody. I just think it was tacky. I think Toya should have donated. Now I'm not gonna lie, I did scream when they were all around in a circle. It was Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Anila, and Toya. And I think Jackie, I think it was Dr. Jackie. It was one of them, Dr. Jackie or Dr. Simone, said we needed that $1,000. And she was like, y'all did? And she looked around. She said, yeah, you right. I just think it was tacky. I think it was tacky. I do. I think it was tacky that Toya made a big deal out of donating $1,000, but then wanted to have out of everybody, girl, you got a big poster board girl, of you over in the corner, right? Wanting to promote your wine. I didn't think it was right. I didn't. I thought it was tacky. I looked at Toya like, ugh, girl, you really doing this? And I'm sure that party probably cost more than how many girls in the group? 7 girls, eight girls. That party was definitely way more than $8,000. So I know Jackie probably paid more because they said it. Heavenly paid more, but all of that they had going on, girl, was more than 8,000. Girl, it was probably more than $8,000 just to rent out the venue, unless the producers paid for it. But I doubt that. I think they only pay for the trips, right? I don't know. I don't know what go on with it with the trips and the money stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I just thought it was tacky. Hold up. Oh, girl, I thought I was done with the review, girl. I was about to hang up the phone in y'all face. I did think it was cute that Dr. Jackie said next year they should make the theme um, medical coats, like turning medical coats into dresses. See, that's what I want next year if they do this. They should have a theme. They should have a theme, and it should be like a real like Met Gala, like turn it out. You know what I'm saying? No regular dresses. Turn it out. Um, Did y'all hear when low key girl? I was with Dr. Alicia. Girl, y'all know sometimes I act like a rich bougie black woman, right? Sometimes I act like Dr. Jackie stuck up, but girl, I ain't got no money. Dr. Jackie do. Okay, um, girl, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw them pouring those glass, girl, this is gonna sound so trivial. When I saw them pouring the alcohol into plastic glasses, I don't know why I turned my face up because I felt like for that type of event, they should have had glass, right? So when Dr. Alicia was asking for a glass, she said, "Do y'all have any glasses?" Girl, I was with Dr. Alicia. I'm in here in my nice gown. Girl, hair twirl, got my bob, okay, got my makeup, and y'all gonna hand me a plastic cup? Then I want some glass. Hello, um, Quad. When I tell y'all, Quad showed up to the gala and had everybody shook, girl, to the point. Now I did hear that. I think Heavenly said months ago when all this mess happened that Quad did pretty much show up late. She showed up towards the end. Because if you notice, Dr. Heavenly was already gone when she got there. I think Toya was already gone. No, not yeah, Toya. Girl. When I tell you, Quad, Toya, and Eugene passed by each other like they didn't even know each other. Girl, when I tell you when I tell you Toya, Quad, and you Dr. Eugene passed by like they did not know each other, have never seen each other a day in their life. Girl, it was. Girl, I said, "Oh my god!" But yes, I think Quad got there late because when she got there, I think Heavenly was already gone. Toya was walking out the door. I think Phaedra was already gone, and I think she caught Jackie before Jackie left, but she had the girl shook. Dr. Simone, girl, Dr. Simone, because Quad made a comment that she needed to have some conversations with some of the girls, and Dr. Simone said that Quad should have picked up the phone and called her. Not you kicked me off the trip, and I'm supposed to call you. Girl, I guess, girl. Now listen, Quad and Dr. G. I don't know what to think because a part of me was like, both of y'all weird. I get. Let me just say this. I get that people move on from situations, and you shouldn't hold hate in your heart, and you all that stuff they say you're supposed to do. Move on from a situation. Don't hold all that hate in your heart. it was a little weird to me when Quad asked for permission to hug Dr. G. I said, not the one who you said was pulling your head, girl. Girl was pulling you by your lace front down some stairs. You gonna ask to hug this man? I'm not hugging nobody who pulled me down a flight of stairs. But I also thought it was weird that Dr. G was like, yeah, after you done said that Quad pulled girl a machete on you. Girl, I was just looking at Quad and Dr. G like they strange. Girl, but did y'all see when they gave each other a hug? Dr. G hand stayed on Quad's hip for like 2 seconds too long. Did y'all catch that tea? Because I caught, I'm a messy bitch. I caught it. I said, baby, girl, he hugged Quad and then he left his hand there for like almost, it was like a second. It was like 1 to 2 seconds too long. I said, baby, you need to move that hand. Girl, if Quad wanted Dr. G back tomorrow, girl, Dr. G will go running back. Girl, please don't get it twisted. Um, but yeah, I thought that was a little strange. I didn't know how to take that. I was like, this is strange. This is weird. This is the thing. You could tell Quad was just trying to be nice. And Quad was just trying to be, I guess, just nice. But in her trying to be nice, she just almost halfway looked like a fool to me. Like I said, I know people have to move on from situations and you shouldn't walk around with hate in your heart for the rest of your life. But girl, even if I don't hate you anymore, girl, I'm not gonna be hugging on you either. Especially after we done went down to the reunion and said how we was turning up this house. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I don't know. But maybe I'm a hateful bitch too. Once we got beef forever. I don't know. I just think it's different when somebody putting their hands on you. I'm not saying that Quad should move around and not get any sleep at night and walk around and like I hate Dr. G. And I'm not saying Dr. G should be doing the same thing. But I don't know. And I know that this is a show and I know they knew they were going to have to run into each other eventually. It's not even them just speaking because that was going to happen. The producers are going to make sure that Quad and Dr. G had some type of interaction. But I don't know if I would have took it as far as giving a nigga a hug or even giving her a hug if I was him. I just don't know. Like, hey, how you doing? That's good to see you. Congratulations on your marriage. All right, you take care. That's pretty much where it would have started and ended for me. All that extra, we can't do it. We can't even do it. That was pretty much the end of it. It was a cute season finale. Girl, Toya and Heavenly gonna be beefing next season. Toya Heavenly gonna be beefing next season. Heavenly and Sweet Tea, if she come back, they're gonna be beefing next season. Next season gonna be the Heavenly takedown season. Because I can guarantee you that stunt that Heavenly pulled at that party with that wine is Toya not gonna let it go. Simone gonna hop on board because Simone don't really like Heavenly. And Sweet Tea don't like Heavenly. So you're gonna have, I can guarantee you're gonna have Simone, Toya, and what's her face? Sweet Tea if she come back going after Heavenly. Rightfully so. Because again, like I said, Sweet Tea don't like Heavenly. Girl, they don't like her. So it'll be easier for them to come after Heavenly. I hope Heavenly is prepared. But the thing is, they're not gonna be willing to go there with Heavenly. They need somebody who ain't scared to go there with Heavenly. Because Heavenly gonna bring up anything and say anything. They not willing to go there and say anything and do anything because they have too much respect for Damon, even though Heavenly don't have respect for their husbands. Hello, catch that tea. That's why I said, girl, it couldn't have been me because, girl, me and Heavenly would have been going toe to toe a long time ago. I'm not saying me as a man. I'm saying if I was one of the women, man, Heavenly would have been going toe to toe a long time ago. Girl, call me Mariah Huck. Because if you're gonna talk about my husband, girl, I'm damn sure dragging yours. Hello, girl. Anyways, but yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.